All right, welcome back, everybody. We're here with Milo Anderson, who is no stranger to CIR Live.
Welcome back.
So yeah, welcome back, absolutely. And you've been hard at work.
A little bit, yeah.
Awesome. So for those of you that are completely unfamiliar with this, living under a rock, you're entire, no, I'm just kidding, or brand new to the industry, Milo Anderson has created a very, very cool website that actually allows builders to post up their listings, and that way the realtor and the public can find it. So Milo, give us a little bit of the background to where you got to today, and for us, those people that are new, take us through the service.
I guess, well, I've been a realtor now for 15 years, and I still have my license. I only really have time to do some friends and family work, and that's about it. This has become a full-time gig now. We're now the largest in all of Alberta.
Wow.
We've actually launched Saskatoon, and Kelowna is to be launched within the next couple of weeks. So the goal is to make it a national system, and that's moving on. Where it started was literally as a realtor. I'm sure each one of you guys has found where you've got a client who says, I want to buy a brand new home, and you begin to cringe. So the question I'll ask to your group is, just then I obviously won't be able to hear the answer, but how many new builders are there in Calgary?
Type that into your chat, because we can check
how many
afterwards.
builders? So how many builders?
How many builders are there in Calgary?
Interesting. And let's just give it a second for people to.
I did that with another group, and I had various guesses. None of them were correct. If you log into the new home listing service right now, you might be able to find out, but that would be about it.
Milo, just 1 second. Sure. 1 second. Yeah, it should be. Let me just double check.
Did nobody hear Milo?
Your mic pack. Oh, there you go.
Did it go off?
Yeah, he was.
Oh. Has nobody heard Milo since from the very
You
beginning?
can pick it up on our mics a bit, but it's not good. So what we're going to do, and we need to do this
no
survey
worries.
again.
No worries.
So really quick, let's start with that question. How many builders do you guys think are in the city of Calgary?
How many brand new home builders?
Start with this, and then Milo, take us from the beginning, your real estate
Type it
background.
into the chat.
And
So, well, 15 years of real estate, and my clients would be, I want to buy a brand new house. I would cringe because I knew that I had to do all the research. They weren't on MLS, and we get that. Builders don't want to necessarily pay commission the same way realtors don't want to pay commission when they sell their own house. There's that balancing act. So it frustrated me because I'd have to go looking through all these various websites, and I started to discover there were more and more builders than I'd ever even heard of. And so that's why I challenge people to say, how many are there in Calgary? I was shocked when I started this company. So basically, what we wanted to do is amalgamate it all together, aggregate it the same way that Trivago, Expedia, those companies have put them all in one place. The hotel industry initially was very scared of it because they thought they'd sell less hotels. They actually sell more now because it's just easier for people to book a room. So it's the exact same logic of what we have here at New Home Listing Service.
so how many builders now? So what was the question, what was the answer that the realtors gave in the past of how many builders there are, and then what's the truth?
Well, maybe we should test these two. Guess.
Oh, Milo, don't make us look bad in front of our guests.
Okay, I won't do that to you, but I had guesses of 15, 32. I mean, most people know the big builders that are in the city.
My initial would have been like 220.
Not bad. Well, we're going to put him on the spot.
Well, I probably would have said less. I probably would have said like 80 builders in Calgary here.
There's 280 plus in Calgary. There's over 100 in Saskatoon. Over 100 builders in Saskatoon with a population very, very minimal.
Wow.
So there's 230 plus, I believe, in Edmonton. We've got 100 plus in Kelowna going to be launched here fairly quickly. And those are just the members of the CHBA in Kelowna at this point. So,
Wow.
So yeah, there's a lot more builders than you think. And what's cool, because some of these builders only build 3, 4, 5 homes a year, and you're finding those builders, which normally, if you're going to search that on Google, good luck, unless you know the name of the company,
Yeah.
how do you find them? It's almost impossible.
Literally.
So that's really what we wanted to do, was put it all in one place, make it easy so realtors can now log in, find all the new home builders. But what I think a lot of real estate agents are missing in Calgary so far, and we've been around for a little while, is I've had realtors log on, and some of them have been CIR realtors, log on and they've searched, they've sent messages to builders, but there's a whole bunch of tools we built behind the scenes for realtors to use the site even more for their clients.
That's awesome. All right, well, let's give us a whirl.
You want to take a look at it?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
take a look at it.
Well, first of all, I guess we'll see what comes up. This is our current site. It's been around for a little bit. We're revamping it, though. It's soon going to look like this, which is a little newer. And I'll refresh that screen just to give you an idea of how the screen will change. We're going to have different on the various pictures of it. The builders going across the bottom are the subscribed builders, builders that have signed up to utilize our service.
Fantastic.
And you can kind of see, here's how it works. ATB, by the way, is signed up with us now to be our provincial mortgage sponsors. They're attached to every one of the listings that is Alberta-based. You can see where we're located, and then, of course, the various communities. If you want to find the communities in those areas, go ahead, and our various partners.
And if you guys want to see this a little bit clearer, in the bottom right-hand corner of your viewing window, you can go full screen as well. That'll bring it up.
And it's newhomelistingservice.com. You'll also see I need to sell first, which brings in some of our trusted real estate advisors that are part of the program. So I'll switch back here, and basically the simple part is just go to browse. It's going to take you, it automatically geographically defaults. So those of you in Red Deer will see a Red Deer map.
Fantastic. Do you have some listings in Red Deer now?
Yeah,
Fantastic.
There are. Actually, Red Deer, we've had a number of inquiries come in the last little bit about Red Deer. There's Lauren Homes, I think it is. I can't remember. They're one of the larger builders there off the top of my head.
Fantastic.
So you can view this on map at default. If you want, you can actually view it as a listing instead. You can see here actually there's 6,800 listings on our site right now.
Wow.
So we're getting up there now. Most people like the mapping feature, and some of the things we designed was to make it fairly quick. You're likely not going to find this on Realtor.ca in some cases because it's this fast. So here's an example of one. I just picked any one that there is. And what it's doing is it'll then open up the listing itself. And then anything related to it. So this is Windsor Brunello is the builder.
This is incredible.
If you want to look at any of the pictures, it's obviously going to come up, and good luck doing that on Realtor.ca. there's my tip.
Yeah,
there you go.
You got it. You got the dig in.
You can see a description, pricing, etc., and then you can see the ATB. If if people are looking for that mortgage, they can click on it. They can actually get to the ATB mortgage sponsors. So each one of the ATB lenders is there. You can click on any one of them to connect. Mapping will actually map. The builder can put in not only where the house is that's for sale, but they can also put in where the show home is. So instead of realtors driving around blocks trying to find the show home,
perfect,
you can actually find both. Cool. And then it's simply you click find out more. Now this is where most agents watching the show are going to say, but what if my client goes direct to the builder?
Totally.
Guess what, guys? I've lost my commission there too.
Yeah.
It's part of why I built the system. We looked at it and said it's not really up to the builder or the realtor. It's up to the consumer.
Yeah.
And a lot of your consumers, if you say, well, they might go direct, they probably are already looking at builder sites right now.
Absolutely.
So you just don't know about it. What we're trying to do is say, drive your client here. Here's what they're going to see. They're going to see their name.
Can we go back?
Yeah, let's go back there.
And so they can put their name down, their email, what do they want to know, if they want phone number, etc. We're going to add even text me with on here. They can put down the details of what they want to know from the builder, and they can create their account. But here's the key one. Let your real estate agent know, yes or no. If they choose no, the lead will go direct to the builder. But if they choose yes, then they can put in the name. So, in my case, I have that loaded right now. That's where I am.
Perfect.
If they happen to not find that particular builder or, realtor on there, they can actually send them an email. So if we said Lindsay, did I spell that right? Lindsay Smith, there we go. He's already on there because we have him loaded private. When they go to now connect with the builder and they hit that message, the message will go direct to the builder, but you also would get a copy of it if you're signed up with the system. So right now we're going to get it and say, hey, Lindsay, here you go.
And that acts like the builder registration.
Yeah, in fact, there's a second part. When you go to send the inquiry, one, you'll get a copy of this entire inquiry. You'll know which listing they sent the email on, what they asked the builder. Odds are you'll call them before the builder will. And it also attaches this form called an agent to builder registration form. Similar to what CREB has, it's getting older now. It's like about 10 years old, the paper registration.
Yeah. And most of the builders have their own.
Yeah, that clarifies, for example, Dorothy was one of the agents that has sent out some email to, and in this case, she's the client and she's the realtor both. So she didn't put her realtor on, she actually registered it herself. So she's got a copy of it. And if you'll notice in the actual inquiry, you'll see later, I can log in here, I'll show you that it actually date stamps it and time stamps it.
Perfect.
Now what I can't do is guarantee the builder will pay you. But the argument was if you had this filled in and they sent it to the builder today, tomorrow they went into the builder without you, the next day you realize that you could at least go in and say to the builder, hey, I know I wasn't here yesterday holding their hand, but here's a copy of the form, here's the inquiry that was sent yesterday, obviously I was involved with this client, let's work together.
One of the things that we teach realtors so much is at the buying presentation, when you're sitting down with a client, you meet them for the first time, let them know that all types of real estate, from rental to new builds to for sale by owners, you guys can handle all of that. And then that's where you have that conversation, explain your value in terms of representation, and then now have them contact you and have an open discussion. And then you can bring them onto the website and start that process. If you think that your clients are not looking at show homes on Sunday, if you haven't been talking to your clients, you're delusional. Like literally, it's like if you because whether you have the conversation, you don't, they're doing this, and then often it's too late. So if you're proactive, then this becomes a fantastic tool.
Yeah, and actually I can show you exactly how that. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly sign in here to show you that. Can we do that?
Sure.
Yep. And so rather than
thank you.
Yeah, rather than just waiting for your client to do it, you can actually invite them. So here's some tools we built for realtors to sign up. Number one, you can actually put a button on your website that you can actually highlight that you sell new homes. So you can choose whatever button you want. All the coding is there, and what's crucial, it's going to be hard for people to see this, but in the code, it actually has my name written.
Right.
What that means is when they click the button on your website and they go to our site and they go to send an inquiry, it auto-populates in your name as the realtor.
Oh, great.
So they don't have to say yes or no. It automatically puts you in. So that's a nice little tool to make sure, and that's coming right from your own website. The second one is you can invite your clients. So this is kind of a quick client list, and how you do that is you can send an invitation to your client, you can put in their email, you can type in whatever message you want. We have an automated message there, but you can change it. And then you send the invite. For those of you who would like, you just bulk import. If you want, download your entire CSV file, upload it in a few seconds, send this out to every one of your clients in a second. The moment they accept, you'll know because you get an email back. It becomes your client. You know that they're looking for a brand new house. And from then on in, if they send an email on a system, you'll know. The cool part is, as we launch Kelowna, if your client happens to be going to Kelowna, they're not going to call you because you're in Calgary. But if they send an inquiry on our site to a Kelowna builder, you'll get an email, which means you can quickly call your contact in Kelowna, give them a referral, and see if your friend in Kelowna, the realtor, can help them, and then build your referral business as well.
Perfect.
So, that's great.
So a bunch of things.
You know, this would have, well, it is, but I remember in speaking to Audra, our South Office manager, in February, and she said one of the biggest issues that our realtors were having is that there were a ton of people that wanted to buy, but the inventory wasn't good. And I think that a tool like this in a situation like that is say, okay, well, you know, you've already done this. Let's take it one step further and start looking at some stuff that we haven't, where instead of they just sit and wait and decide, well, there's nothing I like right now. It's like, well, let's look in a different way.
Well, and your earlier comment about inventory, I checked it while you guys were on live, and there was 2,002 listings in Calgary. Now, I know that some of them are on MLS. The realtors got it.
Right.
And by the way, realtors can help the builder on this system. It totally works for both. But there's a number of them that will not be on MLS. So there's an additional 1,500 probably plus listings you can check out.
I tell people all the time when you're talking to a buyer, it's like MLS is the tip of the iceberg. So here's another tool. I would say there's 10 different ways you can find homes that are not in MLS, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Okay. So now also just really touch on for a second developers, because there's also an option where now if you have a lot that you can actually promote it.
Yes. Yeah. So we were actually shocked by how many. So a number of consumers have started to reach out going, I've got a lot, I think a builder would be interested in it, can you promote it? I also had a real estate agent reach out and said, I've got a client who wants to sell, he doesn't want his tenants to know, he doesn't want to sign up, but he does want builders to know that he's got this opportunity. So he routed me the information, we then did a post out to all the builders that we have in our system, here's the lot, here's the availability. Now what we didn't do was give them the exact address. We gave them the details of there was this location approximately, these are the details. If we had price, basically we just said, give us a call. Then what I'm doing is I'm saying, look, here's our conditions. Number one, you're not going to go knock on anybody's door. You're not going to go walk the lot. You're not going to spook anybody.
Yeah.
And we're going to give you the details on one condition. Here's the details of it. Get the offer through. We'll get it back to the realtor.
Right.
And so then we become involved. Part of that is that's how we make some of our living on it, but that's
cool.
it. So it's a great way to promote. I had a lady yesterday reached out and said she's got a lot in Bridgeland that's going to be available. She's selling in the next 12 months. Beautiful location.
Nice.
So if you're a realtor out there and you want to find out details on that, send us an email at info@newhomelistingservice.com.
Perfect.
Great.
So yeah, lots of stuff happening.
So let's talk about kind of how realtors can get involved. So you revamped some of your subscription packages.
Yep.
So how would that work?
Well, what I'll do here, if you go to our site and you see hire a service provider, maybe we'll go back to the site there, thank you. And you go down to real estate agents and you can create a real estate agent profile. If you go there right now, the professional plan is actually subscribed now in Calgary. We may not have a lot of room left there. You'd have to give me a call, but we've got a lot of interest there. I only have a certain number of leads I can create, and that's part of it. They can go through into it, but it would be the what we call builder abandoned leads. I have a limit on. The rest of it we can do. The basic plan, though, they get everything from their profile to, and sorry, I'm clicking over top here, agent to builder registration form. We have an explanation of what each one of these does.
Perfect.
So it's $10 a month, signs up, and then that gets you that login where you can create the profile, invite your clients, know what's going on. All of that can be part of your business. So
$120 a year, you got a hell of a tool in your back pocket.
$120 versus the commission you lost, and you're frustrated, and your client wants to kill you, and you want to kill them. And all
I got to
this.
say,
Yeah,
and I think there's a lot of services out there right now for realtors. They're just like, oh, but you only do one deal and it pays for it. And it's just like, no. This is something that's affordable. It's priced well, and it's such a great, valuable tool. So well done for bringing, I think, that cost versus value compensation.
The number one
Absolutely.
comment I've heard from agents is, but I don't sell a lot of new houses. My comment back is, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's mostly because I've never focused on it. And my clients, I've had a realtor standing right beside her client who said, oh, I love this system, so good. My husband and I have been looking for 6 months. Her realtor friend turned and looked at her and went, what? You're looking for a new house? She goes, well, I didn't think you sold new houses. They've been friends for 20 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's an awareness by consumers, and 52% of them are looking for a new house.
Yeah.
That's really great.
Yeah, it's changing.
All right. Well, Milo, thank you very much
Yeah.
for being
Oh,
on.
thank you very
Um,
much.
so-
NewHomeListingService.com. Go take a look.
Yeah, and if you've got questions, just info@newhomelistingservice.com, and we'll try to address them direct. And you can sign in. All you got to do is literally click this plan, select the plan. You can create your own profile. You don't even have to call us. Away you go.
That's awesome.
Super easy.
Great. Thanks,
Okay,
Milo.
Thank you very much
Thanks, Milo.
for bringing
Take
me.
care.
Take care.